This rivalry is finally coming back. What is going on, guys? This is 42 Sports here, and today I am talking about the Appalachian State Mountaineers versus the Wake Forest Demon Deacons in Boone, North Carolina at Kidd Brewer Stadium. Finally, the rivalry is back. The last time they played against each other was from 1975 through 2001. But the Demon Deacons hold a 14-7 lead in the mini series that they played, and the last game that they played was in 2001. But also, a cool stat is that Appalachian State, even though they lost 8 of the first 10 games in the series, they've also won 5 of the last 11, including 3 of the last 5, which is pretty incredible too. So it's a tough series. But also, another cool fact, this is from journalnow.com. I'll put the link in the description below that you guys can look at yourself. Also, you were watching NCAA 14 college football, the video game, with Appalachian State and Wake Forest, even though these are the current rosters. Also, this is not the stadium because, as you all know, the FCS schools weren't in the FBS or NCAA 14 due to NCAA or just violation stuff, whatever that is. But Scott Satterfield, who is now the present-day head coach of the Appalachian State Mountaineers, won as the starting quarterback in 1995 against the Wake Forest Demon Deacons, 24-22, which is pretty cool because now he gets to coach against the Wake Forest Demon Deacons as he played against them in college days, which is awesome to see. Also, he actually went to my high school too, which is cool. But Appalachian State could possibly beat Wake Forest at home. They have the advantage. They have the elevation advantage with the mountains and stuff. Also, they have the quarterback advantage because Kendall Hinton is the most likely going to be the starter for this year for Wake Forest. Taylor Lamb has played in some crucial games like Georgia with Tennessee, almost a thrilling game-winning game, but they lost in overtime, which I wish they wouldn't have lost. I'm also an Appalachian State fan as well as a UNC fan, so I kind of dislike Wake Forest a lot because they kind of screwed over Ryan Switzer in the punt return touchdown last year or 2 years ago. But anyways, who cares? So we're gonna go through the stats for this or last year's game. Also, the matchup predictor on ESPN, it says, of course, probably because Wake Forest is a bigger school, they have a 59 or 51.9% over Appalachian, while Appalachian has a 48.1. But due to the home game advantage for Appalachian State and the elevation or the altitude, could have a possible effect of the game. So Taylor Lamb, who I believe is a senior this year, has some crucial moments and knows how to play in adversity, especially big college football teams like Georgia, Tennessee, many other, or Michigan as well. I don't think he played against Michigan. But anyways, Taylor Lamb had completed 197 passes to 325 attempts, had 2,281 yards, had 60.6 completion percentage, 7.0 yards per average, 15 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, 129.9 was QBR rating. I believe Jalen Moore will be the starting running back for this year. He had an amazing year last year with 237 carries, 1,402 yards, 5.9 yards average, and 10 touchdowns. Marcus Cox, I believe, is gone to the NFL, but he had an amazing year as well. Taylor Lamb also is more of a running scrambler quarterback as well. He had 89 carries, 506 yards with 9 touchdowns, which is crazy. Shadon Matters is back with the team. He had a 45 receptions, 716 yards. He went 15.9 yards per catch, 2 touchdowns. Also, Barrett Burns, I believe, is back. He had 19 receptions, 236 yards, 13.1 yards average, and 1 touchdown. If I'm missing anybody, let me know in the comments below what you guys, or if I missed anybody. So yeah, just comment below also. So now we go to Wake Forest. So Kendall Hinton, who is a Southern Durham quarterback, or is an in-state quarterback as well, So I know him from watching him in high school. He's a pretty good quarterback. He's a scrambler, knows how to get out of situations as well. But he didn't really have much playing time because John Walford was the starting quarterback. So he'll most likely be the starting quarterback this year over Kyle Kearns. Depends on the QB battle. So Kendall Hinton had 11 for 19. He had 174 yards. Completion percentage was 57.9. Yards per average was 9.16. 0 touchdowns and 1 receptions. But his QBR rating was 124.3. Matt Colburn, I believe, is with the team. He had 151 carries, 626 yards, 4.1 yards per average, and 2 touchdowns. Cade Carney went 156 carries, 589 yards, 3.8 yards average, and 6 touchdowns. For receiving, we have Tabari Hines, who's a junior. He had 38 receptions, 447 447 yards, 3 touchdowns as well. Cam Serene, I believe that's how you pronounce his name. He's a senior. He went 30 receptions for 426 yards, 3 touchdowns. I feel like Appalachian had enough losing against big teams like Miami, like Tennessee, and they want revenge as well to beat Wake Forest and have that rivalry back in action. So it's gonna be fun. The stadium is gonna be packed and it's gonna be loud. And I love the Appalachian State Mountaineer fans. It's awesome. The fan base is just amazing. And also, you get to see Grandfather Mountain with a view. I mean, how cool is that? But hopefully, Taylor Lamb will do well. And also, Jalen Moore also will do well. It's going to be a crazy game. The wide receivers is kind of new. But the one that's back is Shadon Matters, who also last year had a great season. So Jalen Virgil will be new. So it's kind of a young core. They also have Dante Jones, who's also a veteran guy. So guys, let me know in the comments below who you guys think will win this game. Also, Appalachian State did go 10-3 last year and 7-1 the conference, and they got first and won a bowl game back to back. Wake Forest went 7-6 last year. So they have a young quarterback in the backfield, while Appalachian State has a experienced quarterback in the backfield, as well as Jalen Moore as the running back. So guys, let me know in the comments below what you guys think. Who's going to win this game? Hopefully it'll be Appalachian State. Guys, y'all have a great day. 42 Sports here. Peace.
Here we go! Black, white. With the misdirection. And he's tackled at about the 49.